And we're back.
All right, you are getting good at this technology thing.
Woo, woo. All right, so we were talking about those expectations, and as before we hung up, we were trying not to kill future adopters' hopes and dreams and
Well, yeah, we
aspirations.
were trying. I was trying to comfort you and tell you it's okay that you don't have it right. You know, if you try to give a bath and you're like, oh, I don't even have any bath soap. Double work for the time, you know.
I will not
Just
that come today, but I've been talking to my mom every day, like, Mom, what else do I need? I'm sure I'll have her basically on speed dial. I'll just be calling her back to back. Okay, now what about this? You should just come over.
you can do this. You can do.
You
You really can.
absolutely can do this.
So, but there was an article. Karen Foley seems to be
Yes.
like the big expert in this area, and actually she wrote a book called The Post-Adoption Blues, Overcoming the Unforeseen Challenges of Adoption. I remember I read it last year, and I cried all the way through it. It was like, this is my life. And but she, her book is actually about the fact that fatigue and unrealistic expectations contribute to post-adoption depression. And, so try to rest up, take care of yourself, and just lower expectations. And I know for me right now, I'm struggling with, I have this amazing, beautiful young woman. I see her blossoming in some ways and not blossoming in others. And because she's so much older, and we have conversations and we engage and, we fight and we love and we make up and all those kinds of things, I have these higher unfair expectations of her as my daughter and as an individual that she simply can't meet. And I'm realizing that now, and it makes me sad because it does also remind me of her struggles, and the things that we wrestle with in terms of kind of helping her learn better coping skills, helping her get past some things. And we have a outstanding legal case that we're resolving this month, and I had to make some really tough decisions about what to agree to related to that case, and it has just brought back so much stuff for her, and I'm realizing just how hurt she is, and how I see her life through her eyes, in ways that I didn't a year ago, and I see joy, but I still see a lot of sadness, and I'm not sure what to do with that right now.
But I guess, isn't that part of the expectation, though? The expectation is that you'll just magically know how to solve these parental things, and then sometimes you just don't. I don't think my mom magically knew how to make me happy when I was upset. I think that's just something that happens with time. But I guess the assumption is because we went into this with our eyes wide open that we should just be able to figure it out because we knew this would happen. But I don't really think that's realistic because I don't think that happens for anyone.
Yeah, well, I kind of now question about what eyes wide open even means. I mean, I'm mentoring a new placement mom right now, and she's like, and I see so much of myself, and I'm like, you're gonna get through it. Like, there's a corner coming. It's probably still 20 miles away, but
it's coming.
Just hang in there.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
And I talk to her every day, and it's so funny because whenever she calls me, I can tell she's practically under the bed whispering, and I was like, that was me a year ago. But I'm learning in coaching and giving her somebody to vent to. I'm learning what I've survived and what Hope has survived in the last year of all the changes that we've gone through. But I also, there are some things that I'm realizing now that I'm like, oh, it gets better, but and I don't know. Because I don't know anything about the single digit kids. So y'all are kind of on your own. I don't have anything to contribute to that. But this double digit kid, teen, tween thing, it's they've lived more of their lifetime by the time they get to us, and they just got so much more stuff that they're just dragging around, and it's just the luggage is a lot to unpack. So yeah, so that's what I got.
I have nothing else. My only hope, well, here's one more expectation that I think is that I would be the bomb, in the storm, right? And she's young, right? So we haven't necessarily seen the storm. I think what I'm realizing, though, is everybody is coming with their own stuff, right? And you have to take care of yourself so that you're not adding on to anybody else's stuff, So making sure, your expectation is that I'm going to, help this child, I'm going to love her and, be the best parent I can be. But what does that really mean? What does that mean? Yeah. And, sometimes I just want to make sure that I am doing the best that I can, and I'm not adding to whatever she, could have had someplace else.
Yeah. We just try to, there's no manual for any parents, so you just kind of wing it. And, you just kind of wing it. Good luck. So future, I hope that wasn't soul crushing, but so future, when does A get dropped off, or do you pick him up, or how's this working?
The big transition date will be June 12th, so next Friday is the big day.
Oh wow!
We'll be here permanently.
Okay. Wow.
And so it's worked out. His current foster family is actually going camping that week, so I'll have him all day. I'll work from home that day, and I'll have him all day, and we'll have all weekend. And he starts preschool/daycare that Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll have a routine going, and then the next weekend's Father's Day, so my parents are allegedly going to stay in Greensboro, but I don't know. They'll probably just show up sometime the next week. They're not known for being patient.
So they're like, no, we need to see this little grandbaby.
Right. My mom asked me today. She was like, can I take a picture and put her on my desk? Sure, Mom. Whatever makes you happy.
I think that's awesome.
That's so sweet.
Yay for the family support. That is excellent when you have that support.
Yeah. So so the only advice that I'll give you is to have some kind of self-care plan.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
I don't know about you, but those first couple of weeks, the fatigue was I didn't know I could be that tired. And I was and not actually have given birth. I just did not think it was conceivably possible for me to be that tired.
Because at that, when a child first comes into your life, you're so uber focused.
Right.
Uber, everything, because your whole body is bent towards them, whatever noise is happening, making sure they have everything they need. There's additional shopping that needs them. There's the excitement. There's the fear. There's all these emotions happening. ABM. Absolutely right. So, if you remember the podcast, I did not take her advice and did not get a babysitter until late in the game. I would advise you not to do like I did.
Okay. Right. To get somebody fingerprinted, stat.
Quickly.
Okay.
I know, for this mom that and I need to make an appointment tomorrow, but this mom that I've been talking to, I was I just told her this week, I was I'm going to go get fingerprinted. I know mine are still on file and they're probably still good, but you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and spend the money to go get fingerprinted so that so that I can come over and give you a couple of hours. And even if you go sit in your car, go get somebody fingerprinted. Tell them that is the best, belated Mother's Day gift that they might be able to give you right now.
Okay.
So
I mean, I'll be honest. I hadn't even thought about it, and you're right. It's just the excitement and so much going on. I haven't even given that any thought.
yeah.
But yeah, that's probably going to be something I need to work on.
I mean, it's so wonderful, and it's great, and it's so exciting, but then you kind of like,
Right.
you're gonna want to sleep in your car. like you're not even gonna want to leave the property. You're just gonna want to sleep in the car. So that would be my only thing, is to make sure that you have ways of taking care of yourself, because you'll be even better for him if you are at the best that you can possibly be.
Okay.
So take care of yourself. So, how about we get on to
the wind down?
The wind down, as named by our special guest tonight, Deidre Doctor. Glasses up.
Yes, we have my wine for the wind down today.
So what are you drinking?
I actually have some mango moscato that is pretty delicious. I will have to get some more of this. It's pretty good.
So, awesome.
I'm drinking beer.
Are we not going to talk about what kind of beer now?
Right.
Okay, so you have to put me on blast in front of all the listeners. I'm drinking a Shiner Bock beer. If you're not familiar with it, it's microbrew. That's all I have to say about it. That's all.
No shade. I have a red sangria named Epa Supra Fruit or something. I don't know. It's really sweet. I'm not usually into sweet stuff, but it's pretty tasty tonight. So it's good stuff. So what are we watching? Or what do we want to talk about in the wind down? There's kind of a lot going on these days.
What have you been watching? The only thing, what have you been watching?
I haven't really been watching anything. I tried to watch The Prancing Elites, and like the first couple of episodes, I was here for it, and then I was like, yeah, I'm kind of over it.
I only watched one episode of that, so I really didn't get the whole story. I don't even think I watched the full episode, so I haven't really gotten the whole story of The Prancing Elites.
Yeah.
I've been keeping up with. You do?
Yeah, I do. Every episode's pretty much the same. They're just like joking around, and then there's a competition at the end. And
yeah, it's like, every episode we're trying to break into somebody's parade, and we can't because they don't like us. And then
so we
cry,
parade on the side.
And then we parade on the side, and we cry, and makeup comes off, eyelashes fall off, and it just was the same show every single time. So
every week.
Yeah. So I've been hanging out on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime, binge watching some other stuff. I've watched Vikings, not particularly trashy TV, but if you're into the Northmen, Scandinavian types,
that's
which
the
apparently, because that's like didn't watch it with me, but she's down with that. So they were kind of hot.
Down for the Vikings.
They're down for the Vikings. Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good show. Accents are terrible, but it's pretty good. So
I've been watching Love and Hip Hop.
Oh God, yes, I have been watching Love and Hip Hop. How did I forget that?
How did you forget that?
So good.
How did you forget that? Let's see. The most crazy storyline to me is Kurt and Rashida, who I guess if you just want to put up with that BS, then you should just. I don't think we should have anything to do with. Just live your life on the side. You let this. This is the second time he's brought a strange woman to your house who is snappy. I don't understand this.
Right.
So
I don't get them. And I'm like, didn't we kind of go through a version of this last year? But
exactly.
now we've stepped it up where you actually have an apartment that has a bedroom and it's supposed to be your office and his office, but it has a big old bed and the talent is like sprawled across it, and I just
that you're
don't
spending
understand.
$3,500 a month for, and I'm like, this should be a penthouse in Atlanta. What? That is more than my mortgage. So I don't understand why you have this one bedroom apartment with your furniture from Rent a Center in there. I mean, he had the straight up bachelor set. So
I know
I'm
that I was
over
like,
it.
that is a really small
For
bedroom.
$3,500, you should be able to
It's
build that house that you're trying to build out.
right. It's not even a California king bed.
Right.
Why? Because it won't fit in there. Like
Exactly. I mean, she was walking, the bed hit the wall, the door
like
hits
she's
the wall. Yeah.
scooting over.
Yeah.
It's messy. So there's that. There's the whole
Oh.
young jock, and I'm like he stays having women confront each other over him because he can't be
He
faithful
must,
to
he
nobody.
must, he must put it
And I was
down.
like,
Young
he
Jock
that must
must.
be somebody that's incredibly talented because I just don't
He
understand
seems
any
like
of the hype.
he seems like kind of funny, like fun to be around.
But
You know?
still, his girlfriend seems crazy. Like in real life, like she might need to talk to somebody. So I don't know if I would.
When she tied him up and
Right. I
like,
knew that was.
and they're showing videos and I just, but I have to say though, I cackled when she brought out like her grandpa's belt and
She had the brown leather belt.
I was like, and then she started like just whooping him. I cackled. That thing was funny to me. Like, I was like, she done went and got a belt off a hook somewhere.
Then you have let's see, what's his name? Stevie J, who's now out of rehab and back with Jocelyn.
Yeah.
And I'm not really interested anymore. I
Well,
have nothing else to say about that today.
well, I did find it interesting how like when they first showed her going to go visit him in rehab and he was like, look, I need you to stop doing all the drugs and drinking and stuff. And she was like, okay, but you the one with the problem. Why I got to stop doing drugs? I don't have a problem with drugs. Why do I have to stop doing drugs?
I mean, if you ignore that one outburst in New York where I tried to fight everybody I saw, no, I don't.
I don't have a problem.
I don't have a
But
problem.
she is down for her husband.
She is.
She is quite the submissive wife. I thought it was cute that she showed up in New York to his court date for his
Mhm.
child support or whatever.
You can see what kind of money they're gonna have for their baby that she already talking about she wanted. I'm like, you wanna have children with him? You can't support the ones he already has.
I would feel some kind of way. Like, how much money do you owe him? The child support?
To the point where you about to do 2 years,
Right.
like seriously, seriously going to jail. Yeah, I don't know, but I did find it interesting that, the day he gets out of rehab, she's doing a cover for the Black Bridal magazine, which apparently, like just last week on Blood, Sweat, and Heels,
Was it?
they were featured on that. They had a feature on the magazine as well.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's called
Speaking,
Move. I can't remember what it's called,
was
but
it the same magazine? I thought
I'm
that.
pretty sure it was.
Speaking of Blood, Sweat, and Heels, would you
Yeah.
just invite your friend? I don't know if they're best friends, but would you just invite your friend if your fiance didn't want them there?
Over what had happened? No, but I mean, it just was so stupid. One, like you're at an event and y'all don't know how to act, but apparently that is, just the way reality
Normal,
TV works.
apparently.
Like,
How they do.
like you act like you have no home training, and he was like, I can't tolerate this because who knows, she gonna act a fool at our wedding, and I respect that, but um,
It
yeah,
wasn't it wasn't
it was
her that
just
was acting the fool, but I think the issue was I think he felt disrespected. Like I've already talked to you about this one time. I had to come over and sit with you and y'all still cutting up. So I need to ask y'all to leave and instead of you just kind of helping to support that since this is your friend, you uh you know,
cut up.
yeah. cut up and made a bigger scene. So I think he's just like, I'm over you. Like, I really
Well,
just don't like you.
Yeah, and she was the one that brought the +1 that caused the problems. And so, you know, it was like, look, you won't really riding for your girl whose night this was, and you're supposed to, you know, you brought this woman who just acted crazy. Yeah.
And you didn't do anything to stop her from doing that, because I think it was clear when Demetra looked over at her and she was like, it's not me, it's not me. Yeah, but why don't you tell them to shut up?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get the point. I don't know. All of it. The whole episode was petty. Like, I mean, but that's reality TV. So.
What about Daisy and her crying about, you know, them not paying attention to her sharing about her illness?
Okay, but she know they fake.
I didn't understand why. Like, why are you upset about it? And everybody was drunk, and here you are telling this story, and I mean, you know, you kind of feel bad because you can't really be upset at somebody who has cancer.
But right? She was killing the vibe. Like, she was straight killing the vibe. Like, they're at this fabulous house in the Hamptons, and she was killing the vibe.
You know, it was like one of those questions where you could just, like, you know, say, you know, I'm dealing with it, girl. But she, like, started going into details, and people got bored and started doing some other things and started giggling to each other. And she was really hurt.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I understand that she was really hurt, but, like, with editing and it only being an hour-long show, I don't know how long she was talking, but it did look like they just got bored. They just got bored. Like,
see the episode?
Like, la, 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 like, we know you have cancer, and it's been awful. It sucks, you know. Beat
I
cancer.
feel bad, though.
This was terrible. But I mean, I felt like it was a no-win situation for them, because either they like pay attention, and then the vibe is really killed, or everybody's buzzy and they're just kind of off doing their own thing.
Yeah, and they probably didn't mean to. It probably like something stupid happened, and then you start giggling, and you know, then you know.
They looked
downhill from there.
they looked buzzed, like seriously.
Yeah, everybody was.
Yeah, everybody looked a little tipsy except for her. So
because she doesn't drink.
Because she doesn't drink. So you know, I feel bad for her, but she kind of was killing the vibe.
I feel bad for her when she was sitting outside the place waiting on her medicine.
Oh yeah.
Even though that was a bad decision, but perhaps the medicine is making her make bad decisions. You know, it's just one of those things. I just feel like maybe you shouldn't be on this show because I can't really like actually talk about you out feeling bad every time I say something where I
have to say though, all I could think about was you really can have everything delivered in New York.
Yeah, you can.
Can you bring my chemo meds to this party that I'm at?
Did that make sense to do that? Now, I wonder she was upset. Like, I tracked all over. I almost didn't get my chemo medicine. And just so I can come and support you. And then when I'm telling you about my situation, you're laughing and giggling in the background. No wonder she's upset, you know. But the reciprocity just wasn't there.
It wasn't, but I was like, New York, once again, has shown itself to be a magical place where you can have your meds delivered to a party.
Why was she waiting till... I have lots of questions. I don't want to talk about it because I feel like the devil is on my shoulder telling me stuff and I shouldn't say it, you know.
You have cancer guilt. So anything else on Love and Hip Hop that, like, is worthy of, you know... we didn't talk about Momma Dee's like cluster ring.
Yes. I just was like, I can't believe they're not even going to mention that. Or
sorry.
The very first episode, a stripper retired, and it was an event. I can't believe those should have been the things that started this whole conversation.
Okay, bring us up to speed then.
The very first episode, a stripper retired, and I was unaware they had retirement plans.
I know. Is there a pension?
Right. I was like, does she have like a 401k? Like, I need to know how this.
I have questions.
What does it mean to retire? Like, do they put your number up, or you know, do they put like a one of your thongs up on the wall? You know,
Is your favorite pole retired? Like, I just know how this works. Like, how did
Do
they
you
like?
get to put your like cheeks in like some cement and sign it? You know.
When I saw that, I knew that this season was going to be special. When I saw that, I said, "Yep, this is going to be the one right here."
And she is here for that pink wig. Like, that is her thing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it is just.
I don't know. I think she looks kind of awful. Like when she was wearing that waist trainer, and I was like, oh. I have to ask Wood. I'm like, is that sexy? Like, is that cute? Like, it seems like it only works in the strip club. Like in normal attire, it doesn't work right.
It's magical, just like New York.
So he assured me, no, it did not look good.
But now, and Momma Dee and Ernest,
Momma Dee is in love. Why don't y'all let her be in love?
But I have to say, when he gets out and she she almost chokes on the ring in the bottom of the glass. I mean, was it even in a wine glass? It was like in a water glass or something. And she was like, this is some joke ring. Like, I mean, she just straight carried him. It was terrible.
Momma Dee knows that if she was not on Love and Hip Hop, she'd be like, ooh, see? Look what my boo did.
Can we also talk about Momma Dee's purple confessional outfit?
Yes, the princess outfit.
Cut out, lace. It has like some of anything you could ever want to put on an outfit. This confessional purple thing has it. It has a cutout. It has lace, it's satin.
It has like the puff sleeves. And
There's a bow somewhere here. It's
shiny.
big.
And it looks, like a princess outfit, like one of those outfits Nana dresses up in. When she comes in the room, like, look, mommy, I'm a princess.
I really kind of love Momma Dee though, because she's scary crazy, but like, it kills me when Scrappy is like, Mama, did you take your medication?
It's such a valid question.
I mean, because she clearly, like, when she goes off into my castle and the queen and the prince and, and then, like, my
but
domain,
apparently
my
her
kingdom.
her daughter's not a princess, apparently, she's not part of the queendom.
I'm just waiting for her to make an appearance on, like, Game of Thrones or something, because she is so serious about this, like, royalty with her and Scrappy Dog, and it's funny to me because she's just on a whole nother level. Her and Jocelyn just in some ways remind me a lot of each other. Like, I think that Jocelyn is gonna kind of
end up like that,
grow up to be her without the whole like royalty thing, but like some of that crazy, like they're just special.
She is special. And so is Ernest. Ernest is like, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for prime time. I am here. But they had the dinner, and she apologized to his mom. And his mom was like, I don't see why somebody would set somebody up to go to jail. His mom still seems confused 7 years later, like, hi.
Mom just understand what their true love is about. He went to jail for stolen meat for 7 years.
No, he didn't go to jail for stolen meat,
But that whole scene was just, it's just so much to unpack. But I was just like, oh, okay. Like, these people are not young. We're still doing the parent thing.
Wait, but how old is his mother? Ernest is 60 years old. His mama looks like she's 65. How did that happen?
Good black doesn't crack. That's and the insides might fall apart, but we're gonna look good on the way out.
Yes, do they not look like they're the same age?
They look really well preserved. I mean, he looks pretty good to have like done hard time for like 7 years, and he's 60. I mean, he got some miles on him, but I was like, that's his mama? Like, I just thought she was like a family friend, and now you apologizing to his mama? Like, are we still doing that at this age? Like, How old is she?
Why is his mama still alive at this age?
I mean, God bless her, but I just couldn't even believe she showed up. But then she seemed confused, so I kind of felt better about
I
it.
don't think Mama was confused really. I think she was very, very explicit in I am not here for these shenanigans that y'all talking about. I'm not here for this.
I can't
I
believe
don't
she even
agree
signed a
with this.
release.
I do not condone it.
I can't believe she signed a release for it. It was just, it's maddening. It was just epic. And, you know, I just, Scrappy, well, maybe Scrappy and Stevie.
Well, Mama Dee looks good, though. Mama Dee looks good.
Well, she does, except for that confessional outfit.
Yeah.
It's like a really, like, it's like a psychedelic Elsa, like, outfit.
That's what I'm saying. A Disney princess.
Just tricked out Disney princess. So, yeah, so Love and Hip Hop. Anyway. So, well, one last thing I guess I got for the wind down is not necessarily the show, but speaking of Disney, did y'all hear about them buying the rights to the Princess of North Sudan? Air quotes for those that are listening.
Did we not talk about this last year and we have banned this subject from being talked about on this show?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we did.
I'm still mad.
I feel like I cannot have this conversation about these people and their
shenanigans. So I will just say, a pox on you, Disney.
Gentrification of a country.
The gentrification of a country, and these are like Virginians. I just, my people, and I'm not horrified that like the first African princess is gonna be some white girl from Northern Virginia. I just, whatever. Anyway, Disney, stop it.
Where is the online
petition?
Yeah, where's the petition?
Right.
So we can go
change.org.
Yes.
Position.
We shall not stand for this.
I'm like, okay, we finally got Tiana, and then like 3/4 of the movie, she was a daggone frog. Now this, I'm done with you, Disney. Done.
Mm-hmm.
No.
We won't support that.
A pox on you. I rebuke it. So,
what have you been watching, Future Adopter, besides Love and Hip Hop?
On Netflix, Frankie and Grace, which features Lily Tomlin. Jane Fonda is amazing.
Okay, so is that your recommendation? So I'm going to have to check that out.
My recommendation.
Frankie and Grace.
I'm going to have to co-sign on that. I started watching it this weekend. I'm going to finish watching it this coming weekend. Okay. It's pretty darn funny. Yeah. It's pretty darn funny. It's not really a new concept, and I could have sworn that I've known this story from another show or movie or whatever, but man, Jane Fonda, she is just held up well. I mean, she looks fantastic. Like I just hate on her on every episode, but Martin Sheen, Lily Thompson, Jane Fonda, and the guy from it's so bad I can't even remember his name, but Law and Order,
Sam Masterson or something like that.
Yeah, but it's so funny because he always, after he left Law and Order, I don't know, he always plays this kind of befuddled character that causes me cognitive dissonance after like watching him for 25 years on Law and Order.
He should be befuddled. Why is his hair gray but his eyebrows black? Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
Does it happen naturally in nature, or does he? I'm really asking.
Is this a naturally occurring phenomenon?
I'm trying to understand how this happens. Is it just that, or do eyebrows get gray? I don't know. See,
they do.
So what happened?
I don't know, but
that's strange looking.
Since post Law and Order, he always plays. Generally kind of there's this kind of typecast character that he seems to go after that is dramatically different from the character he played on Law and Order for so many years, which was kind of very strong, authoritative, blah blah blah, and he kind of plays his typecast kind of post Law and Order typecast is very like not alpha but the beta man. Mm-hmm. And so I have some cognitive dissonance around that, but the show is mad funny though. Mad funny. Yeah. Mad funny. Yeah.
He was on the
That.
Newsroom, and he didn't act. He wasn't the
Oh yeah,
funny
you're
on that
right.
show.
He was on Newsroom. You're right. He wasn't on that, but some of the other things that he's played on, I don't know. But I definitely co-sign on the recommendation because it's mad funny. I just got to the whole yam lube situation, which is like episode 7 or 8 or something. It's crazy. It's pretty
I'm going to
funny.
have to catch up to this so I can chime
Yeah.
in on this conversation.
And let's see, next Friday, Orange is the New Black
Oh, really?
comes back on, and this month's Essence cover, which just came out, I think, yesterday, with all of the African American women on that show, that cover is everything.
It is. It is.
Who are these
Everything.
other people on
Beauty of the
here?
Black.
So,
Who are these other people on the? Who are the other people on the cover?
besides Laverne Cox, there's the chick that plays Poussey,
Yeah.
Tasty, the chick that ran track. I can't remember any of their names.
Who is this lady in the middle? Who is that?
She plays Judy. She always has the afro puffs.
Right.
Oh!
I barely recognized her at first. I was like, I've never seen her slammed up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's excellent.
Yeah.
There are a lot of black people in this in that
Yes.
TV show.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. The cover is just mad awesome. So
It is. It's beautiful.
yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah, check it out. Yeah. Anything else, ladies?
Mimi, what was your recommendation?
Yeah, what you got?
Ooh. I don't have a recommendation. I don't have anything. I have nothing. Oh, you know what? I've been listening to this podcast, but it just really depends on what you're interested in. But it's called Denzel is the greatest actor of all time, period. And I don't know if you were listening to the last podcast when we talked about Don Cheadle.
I thought you said you edited that out.
I don't remember if I did or not, but I think I cut it down because the conversation went on a long time. But it's an interesting podcast. They go through all the Denzel movies, and I am a big fan of Denzel movies, so it's just interesting to me to listen to them break it down and have those conversations. So
there's a whole podcast devoted to that?
Yes, I'm talking about Denzel. And I'm thinking about doing one on Don Cheadle, why Don Cheadle is my pass.
Why he's your pass? I'm not mad at you. So did the podcast address the Uncle Denzel internet meme?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
That whole meme, that was why I love the internet. Those things were hilarious.
Black
people are so funny. Wow, black people are funny.
Man, Denzel got dragged so many different ways, and I loved every minute of it. I mean, I love Denzel, but I just remember the night of the fight watching him, and I was like, oh dear.
One of the things, you know how his teeth are like kind of like this, and in the podcast, they were like, what word is he saying? Like, farful. Like, what did he have to say for his teeth come out?
I was looking for some context to why his face was that way. I was like, I just need to know what was happening. What did he see? What did he say?
Just the black and blue tracksuit and the hat and the porn stash.
But you know what?
And the teeth.
Bill was like, I don't
care
any to give. I don't care. I'm rich. I can do that. You know what? I just showed up today. I just showed up and was walking down the street. Was like, hey, it's a fight going on. Let me just walk in here. I got the money. He does not care about any of y'all memes. He might not even have the internet. He might not have Twitter. His grandkids are probably like, do you see this? He's probably like, what is that?
All I could think about was,
oh no,
this is a far cry from your fight roll up in American Gangster. Like,
So how long ago was Training Day? Because Training Day and Denzel was quite
Oh yeah, he was. He was good. He was good.
That was like what, 10 years ago?
Let's see. 2001.
Oh,
So
what? That was
dang,
14
that was
years
14
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
Well, 14 years ago, he should have looked good.
Okay, so you get a pass. It wasn't like 3 years ago or 10. 14 years ago. All right. All right,
Yeah.
Denzel. Denzel is like my mama's age. So.
I mean, I love him. Don't get me wrong. And he is still super sexy, but that night, it was just...
Yeah, it was just a rough.
You're right. You're right. He just didn't give any. Not none. Not even no layaway.
I like Denzel a lot, but he's not sexy anymore.
No, he's not.
He's no, like if somebody like Denzel with now, did you see him in Equalizer? Kind of how he's looking. I like Denzel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If he approached you right now, would you be like?
He would be Uncle Denzel.
Right.
Exactly.
Would you at the cookout?
Would 60-year-old Denzel be able to pick you up? I don't know. I think you're living in nostalgia.
Yeah, Denzel lost his get it card. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. He's,
Okay, maybe
training day Denzel. Yes.
Yeah.
Lonzo. But Equalizer Denzel, whatever his name was.
No. I'm with you on that. He lost the card. He lost it. Yeah, he lost the card. But as we start to wrap up, I do have to say though that Lenny Kravitz, my boo, in my head, he just turned 51. Lord have mercy on his soul.
He does look quite. But let's see what he look like 15 years from now when he's Denzel.
When he's 65.
When he's Denzel,
his card.
See if his card goes away too.
It hurts me to my soul, but he probably will have lost the card by then. But I can live on hope and fantasy because let me just say, I love Lenny Kravitz. I have an ode to him and his hair on a previous blog post and twice on Sundays. That's all.
He is very fine. He is looking good. 51. Lenny Kravitz is looking.
Yeah, I follow him on.
And so is Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle looking good too.
He does.
That was so supportive.
She said, "For what it is, he's doing the best he can do."
What'd you say about Nana's blackout curtains?
I'm going to find some other people who share in my Don Cheadle love. And you know what I found out? Because I'm from Kansas City. Don Cheadle is from Kansas City.
There you go. That's what's up.
I
mean, I like Don Cheadle.
I love you.
That's like saying you like somebody's husband that you really,
I mean, I do. He's a phenomenal actor. I just can't believe that we're talking about him right after talking about Lenny Kravitz.
He's not the same. He's not the same as Lenny Kravitz, but.
But if that's your boo, I'm not gonna hate on you. I ain't gonna fight you for him either, but I ain't gonna hate on you. I'm not mad. We all have our passes.
Who's your past future adopter?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know.
Really?
Okay.
All right. Well,
we'll let you soak on that one, and
a few months into your placement, we'll have you back, and we'll want to know who your past is by then, because you'll be hiding under the bed thinking about your past in the coming weeks. So.
Right. Well, the next podcast, I look real frazzled and I have things in my hair.
You'll let us know who your past is.
You'll be thinking about it. So, future adopter, where can they find you in the East Streets?
I am on Sisters Adopt at WordPress.com and futureadopter at gmail.com.
All right. Woo-hoo. Mimi.
You can find me on Twitter at Mimi Complex, and you can read the back issues of my blog at complicatedmelody.com. That's melody with an I.
We want to hear about the dance shoes and stuff. So I'm gonna need you to throw up a paragraph or something.
Which dance shoes?
Nana's dance shoes.
Nana's.
Well, why don't you tweet about
it? You already realized the soccer fiasco, right? So
why don't you tweet about it? Why don't you go on a tweet tirade and just link the blog to that
about all these wishes and demands that this child has at 3? Who does that? Anyway, and where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook and Twitter, both at Adopted Black Mom, and of course on the blog adoptedblackmom.com. So,
all right.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we have enjoyed you, future adopted.
Yes. Thanks for joining us.
I've got some great tips. I need to find a babysitter immediately.
Yes. And just be okay if everything doesn't go how you envisioned it.
Okay. There you go. Write you through the joys and the not so joyous.
Yeah.
Okay. Embrace let us know how you're doing it. Yeah, let us know how you're doing. All right. Until the next time, ladies, thanks for joining us. Thank you for listening and watching. To our one viewer, hi. Thank you. Thanks for hanging with us. See you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye, ladies.